They're going to be going on to the server now. Ancient is here. Faze Clan versus Heroic, the defending champions of ESL on Cologne last year. Now Intel Extreme Masters. Can Heroic get to the playoffs? They've got to do it by taking down Faze. We enter the new map of Ancient. 1x bet odds at the top of your screen favoring the Heroic side coming into this one. Now we're starting on the T side. Faze Clan over on the CT side. A little bit of utility and a kit on Carrigan for the T side execute though. It's Heroic with a quick smoke into middle and flashes go out as well, but it's a heavy A play from Heroic.
These CT pistols can be really hard on Ancient. There are a lot of close cubbies. The USPs can struggle in, so FaZe have taken a risk, but they've left A so vulnerable.
And Carrigan's waiting with a USP. They've got to come around the corner. It's going to be under quite a bit of pressure, but now looking for the headshot. He started off well with one, but Testes treading it out. 4v4 with a bomb down. There's going to be planted, no problem there for Testes. Spam starting to come through, and Raymul hits down through the smoke. Man advantage now for FaZe into this retake, and Testes is trying to change that. He's trying to pull it back for his side, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get the chances, and finally he will. Cadian's found Twist, Rain down as well. Olofmeister and Brokey trying to get back into the site. There's a kit down, but every FaZe player's down because Testes on the 4K. We were just saying he's going to be a problem, and there we go.
Testes is taking over. He wants power, he's hungry for kills, he's hungry for blood, and he's come through early with a really impressive pistol round there. Getting onto that A site, Heroic were always in a good position to win the round, but it still relies on having those players hit their shots. Testes does exactly that, and now FaZe come back with the Deegs into this second round, and there are lots of positions where the Deeg body shots on this map can be very, very scary.
Cadian running forward with the MAC-10. Clearing out the ledge, taking a slower approach to this round. It's been a very high-octane start to the game in terms of those quick plays in towards this A bomb site. But they're going to go again. Heroic challenging down A. Carrigan waiting with a deagle. Shooters come around the corner. The body shots will land, and now he's looking for another one. But Testes on the headshot. Twist, oh, so good on the deagle. One shot on the Testes, but he drops in behind the smoke. Refresh has the bomb in his back. Limited plant positions on this map. That is one issue I have with it. You know, we have Refresh over here, can't plant the bomb. He's got to get a little further into the side. Because of that, this tempo could be so strong for Brokey.
Refresh will have heard that reload. Twist.
Oh, Twist.
Oh, he's got the timing.
Shadow as well. Spots Cadian. Easy headshot. This is going to be a nightmare for FaZe.
Battle with a machine that's as savage as you are. Lenovo Legion. Stylish outside, savage inside.
Down's going to try and pull it back. Olofmeister's gone down 3 versus 2. At least they're starting to chip away. They know that Twist is inside of Donut, but can they get rid of him? There isn't that much time left now for Heroic. He's starting to get the bomb planted finally. Rain's starting to spam forward. Unable to deny the plant, but they are still inside of the site. Refresh can't get away, and finally he will, and he drops back. He's got a kill. And now it's starting to look really good for Faze. It's another kill for Brokey, and now it's the 1v1. Refresh hocking it in, though, and Heroic have pulled it all the way back, 2-0. That was looking rough for a good time there for Heroic, but the kills from Refresh, getting out of the site, putting the bomb down, exquisite stuff.
They had to get that smoke down as well. They had to get that kill early. Very difficult for them to win that round, but in that final fight at the end there, I think the way the temple entrance works, because it's a slanted line, you see that foot or you see that leg before you peak round, so Brokey doesn't even get the chance to pull the trigger before Refresh has landed the shots. Heroic up to a 2-0 lead early with some success on the A site. That round was fairly drawn out though, so maybe they want to go back to something more standard, and most teams' standard play revolves around this B site right now.
And Cadian just taking this mid-control, getting the first kill. Up against USPs, it should be very easy for them, but Testes has been dinked up and damaged, but luckily the rest of the kills come through, and Brokey running in, trying his best to get something, but it is Heroic who keep all 5 alive, bomb down for extra money, and now we have the gun rounds.
Brokey instantly getting that AWP out. Mid-control is sometimes going to be picked up by the T's using those smokes. It is difficult for the AWP to fight through those smokes at times. So we'll see if he does decide to play on mid or on A, where the AWP can also be very powerful. And that's where Brokey's going right now.
Carrigan's going to run through the smoke. He's going to be in tight there for Faze. He's going to run through the smoke. 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 He's going to run through the smoke This mid control, I don't feel like you can hold it that long. You know, as a CT, you can take these early positions, but it's quite easy to be mollied out of those spots, and you generally have to drop back. So it's just to deal with some of that early control.
It looked like Rain was going to try and join his mates on mid, but he got mollied. Now he's here alone.
Still a good position. There's a little gap he's looking through that. You can spot a player come up, and then you can preemptively get ready for the spam. Flash, though. Just going to go behind Rin. Does not blind him. Follow-up flash again is a little too deep. And Rin, his angle's good, but he hasn't been able to get the chance yet. And now Carrigan coming up to try and help him. Rin trying to buy time, but Tessus turns around. He finds the kill. It's only one for Rin, and that means it's a 4v3. A man advantage for Heroic and more pressure now on the B defense.
I think if Carrigan wants to make that play, you need a flash to help you there. We've seen other teams use that flash effectively, but dry peeking that angle is so hard to do. It puts Faze a man down, but they still have a couple of players in good positions on this B site.
Twist and Olofmeister. They've got to be able to deliver something. Smokes are going to go in, and that'll neutralize their positions. In fact, it's going to keep Twist completely behind this. Olofmeister is in cave as well, but there's a slight gap for Twist to play with. It's not the easiest vision spot here for Twist. They have to get very aggressive to get into his crossdown. They will do that, and that's going to be the kill for Twist. Down, now down. Tessus with a reply again, of course, and the MAC-10 tries to swing into play, but Twist says no, takes him down, and now it's a 2v2. Brokey onto the M4, up into the hands of low HP Twist. Brokey going for the fight. The rifle is just as good with it as he is with the rifle, and Twist has come in as well. That is going to be the round, secured for FaZe Clan, and a great hold from Twist, not getting aggressive, just holding the gap in the smoke, and composure for the retake.
So sneaky from Twist. He knows that a lot of teams like to push into those back lines when they go for that execute. You aren't going to have that many good post-plant positions on that B-bomb site. Going back to the ramp can be cut off with the smoke. Going into cave isn't ideal, so a lot of teams like to go forwards. Twist is ready for it. I like that Tessus took so long to come into cave, because he actually caught Olof in the back. As Olof thought cave was clear, he went towards the site and got caught out. But FaZe play it better in the 2 versus 2. They win out the round. Now they've got a chance to try and get going on their CT side.
Twist going through mid to drop down into Donut quickly. That's mid control.
I like that Heroic are going for this in an early round. It gives you those options. It gives you the positions where you can get deep into angles. But Refresh trying to go out onto this B-bomb site.
Well, Twist has been good in here so far.
Oh, they bypassed him, though.
They just avoid him and take the fight on Carrigan. If that becomes a weakness, I feel like Heroic are going to try and exploit that a lot.
Oh, Tessus with another one. Olof out of the round, and now this B site is so scary. Rain's the only man here. They're wrapping it from all angles. Yeah. Good luck, Rain, with an MP9.
Yeah, that's all he's got. And he might find Shush. That would upgrade it to an AK. But it depends whether or not Shush decides to walk into the cave. Might be a mythical beast of Rain lying inside of it. Flash goes through from Cadian. Twist is in Temple, and there's the kill on Rain. 2 come through. This B site is taken. Bomb goes down, locking in the round. This time, Twist and Brokey will not be able to pull off the retake. It's too difficult to make this one happen. So Heroic are going to go up to 4-1. And if we have the scenario where FaZe Clan are unable to build round after round, this economy is going to be in tatters for most of this game. So I feel like FaZe have got to make a big statement on the CT side, in particular because their CT sides have been their strong suit.
Yeah, we don't have the same data for them on Ancient.
No.
So far at this event.
Barely anything.
Exactly. So it's hard to know that for sure, but you'd assume that the trend would continue. Twist, oh, not ready for Shushu. Wide swings him, and Brokey, nice shot onto the first man, but now he's trapped in the corner. 2 players around him, and no way out. FaZe unable to save anything. That means there isn't really the ability to buy into this round. Has to be the half investment.
It's worth the hunt there for Heroic, and it pays off perfectly for them. We're now getting into a round where it should just be another one of these methodical takes, Heroic, figure out where the weakness is, and then just take the site towards the end. There's no problem here. Faze Clan, though, in the USP rounds, they need a deagle or so to make it competitive, but they can bring them down.
I'm surprised they haven't bought 1 or 2 deags here.
Yeah.
Maybe they want the double AWP setup, because that can actually be a nice answer to the mid play. If Broky's going to be AWPing on A, you can have an AWP kind of holding back of B and watching to make sure you don't get flanked out. That might be a good solution.
And FaZe have definitely enjoyed going for that double AWP setup before, right? So we know they like to get that out. Heroic in a situation where it's all about just limiting casualties. You don't want to go down to this 5-7. Been in the corner now alone at Jaikorn. He's got one anyway. Goes out for a second. Down, make sure there is only one for Rain. The flashes start to come through into Cave as well. This angle is a worry for me. You know, of course, no one's in it right now, but even walking through that against USPs, if you have that double stack on either side, it can be quite deadly. So I think Heroic don't mind avoiding that in this kind of round.
Oh, they might avoid everyone. Karrigan pushed all the way through A. He thinks it's completely clear. Little does he know, they've gone back to mid, and they may just move into the A site.
Yeah, Shu's going to have a field day trying to get a couple of kills, but he's not going to check in behind him. Oh my god, he turns around, Olaf misses the shots. Luckily, Brokey comes out on top with the reply, and Karrigan, everyone's had one of those rounds. You think you've got the perfect flank, you think you've got the chance to get behind them, and then suddenly the bomb goes down on the other side of the map.
Can they get 2 guns, though? Yeah, another AK.
That's a big win.
You'll take that on the CT side. This is another one of those maps where it is good to have CT AKs in play. I mean, every map, you ideally want a CT AK.
Yeah.
But Ancient especially, that B site, I just feel those first fights are so important. If the Ts can come in with an instant kill, it just makes it so difficult to win the round. They get so much control. They can get that bomb down much more comfortably. And this will allow FaZe absolutely everything they could want into this next round. Which is good for them, because they need a round win here.
They really do need a round win. And Heroic, when we take a look at their buy up now, it's just everything they could want. And the money's really building on the T side. So FaZe have the issue now of they not only need to win this round, but they have to win it convincingly. Because if you want to start breaking down that economy, you really need to start winning these rounds, keeping your players alive so you can compete in that economic battle. And they have gone for that double AWP setup. Brokey and Olaf picking them up.
Olaf with that second AWP.
We've seen it back in Fnatic in those days. He can definitely rock the weapon.
He's playing on that B side of the map, so as I was talking about, if mid gets given up, I wouldn't be surprised to see him holding far back on B, watching for that mid play. They've actually even given up mid entirely at the start of the round. They haven't used those early nades, so Heroic won't even need to use much utility to take mid control. Just make sure you've got to smoke off Brokey's position. A couple of smokes into the A site, in fact.
Yeah.
This could be a slightly different play from Heroic, but they're still spread across the map.
They're going to split Donut and A main, and they're going to try and get in towards the site, leaving one lurker on the other side. That's going to be Refresh. But trying to get in towards this A site. Smokes are down for the CTs to try and delay and hold them off, but it's still just Karrigan here, and he hasn't really been doing a great job on the CT side of holding off these attacks. So we may have to rely on Brokey, and that is now no longer an option, so Karrigan gets away with one. Brokey got taken down very quickly by Testis. And Molotov now on the a twist. He swings into the open, and Shush is taking him down. Olaf and Rain, they haven't really got much of a chance here. The teammates have not set them up for an easy time with things.
Yeah, Twist felt like he had to force the issue there, but Olaf had this AWP angle, which can be pretty strong. I don't know if Twist needed to make that play. Now Olaf hasn't had that same chance, and somehow that shot doesn't hit.
I think he overflicked to the right. I think it was just to the right shoulder of the opponent he was looking to take down, so unfortunately it's not going to work out. Rain on the save on the other side of the map is doing well. He's found that lurk of Refresh, but Olaf's about to be pressured from Temple and through the smoke. He's handled that well and goes back in again. Olaf getting a little touch of the ball to be frank here. You know, he's taking himself some shots, getting involved, and that's important.
Definitely a positive to see that AWP come through. And because FaZe saved those AKs earlier, there's a real consideration to be buying into this round now with that bit of extra money, with those 2 saved guns. I would expect the investment to come through for the FaZe side, and I'm also not massively surprised to see the timeout taken ahead of this round, because this has got out of hand quite quickly for FaZe, and Heroic haven't just been running the same thing, they've been winning all over the map so far.
Yeah, it's been a varied approach from Heroic, which is actually really hard for the CT side to adapt on the fly, especially if you haven't had this sort of official experience in terms of playing the matches against some of the best teams in the world. You've practiced a certain way, but now you're going to have to try and figure out the responses in real time, and that's very difficult when a team isn't doing the same thing over and over again. You can't play reactive to the same extent.
Might be a nice idea to see some CT aggression in this round. Pushing down to B ramp is an option. A lot of teams like to just get that early bit of info or that early fight. Even if they don't fully commit to the B ramp aggression, it can be really nice just to see what sort of resistance you get if you go for a flash peek. Faze are back to this round where they will be committing more players to mid. Karrigan is alongside Twists on the early mid presence. That means that B will be left slightly weaker. And Rain has put that smoke down again. He's playing behind it. He is playing a somewhat dangerous game there on the back of the smoke, but he'll be fine for the time being.
Spin control from Faze is really solid. You know, you get Karrigan up on the ledge, Twist to back him up at elbow. That smoke will begin to fade, and
Yeah,
you do get a little bit worried about that.
that's when it can be hard to hold. If you get that push assemble from both sides and you don't have any nades left, but it looks more likely a B play.
And Olafmeister is going to be under a lot of pressure. It's not really a position you can fall back from unless you get into cave, and he's done that well. Karrigan on the double kill. The flankers come in. The mid play gets them all the kills here, Faze. And Olafmeister hiding in the corner. Rain as well, getting it done. It's just Shush left alone. He's trying his best. He's found one on the Olafmeister, but it has to be the 1v5 clutch from Shush. He's got a silent slim in this one. Down at the gap in the boxes, and Brokey is there with the AWP line and wait. Shush now figuring out, is there anybody to fight? And this is really well done for Faze. They're just sitting back, not giving him any chances. Shush is going to try and fake the ball to pull them into the fight. Oh, Shush! Double kill comes in, and now there is a chance for the clutch. It is the B ramp he has to worry about, and the left side. He's going for on one. He turns it into the 1v1. Shush, this is incredible, but he pulls the bomb. He pulls the bomb on the last headshot. Brokey was in his crosshair. That was nearly the play of the tournament. That was nearly the play of Cologne. And Shush just about misses out.
That fake plant from Shush is so cool. I haven't seen anyone else do that, but you can fake plant really close to the cave position. Faze aren't even thinking about that possibility for a peek so soon. He still had to hit the spray transfer, which was absolutely absurd. And he came so close to the round there, but thankfully for Faze, Brokey denies. And we can't even dwell on that. We've got to get right back into the action because Brokey's gone aggressive.
And Brokey goes forward. He's looking for Shush. Oh, he's found him. That's the big player from the last round out of the round. As early as you can like. And Karrigan on the headshot twist again. This mid-control from them has been solid, but finally traded out. Faze are down, or up a player, should I say. And Brokey's going to follow that up. So just test us. Has he got anything in the locker?
Down couldn't believe that Brokey hit that shot. If you saw his reaction, that could be a Twitch emote right there. Oh, Tess.
Oh, he's got the chance, Brokey.
This is a free plant.
Yeah. Oh, nope. Brokey looks back, and it's not a free plant at all.
Brokey's been hitting some shots, man. He's not even expecting some of these angles, but he's coming out on top. Really good to see that come through for Faze. And Heroic's money has actually been broken here.
Faze have done a good job just chipping away at it. This mid control from Karrigan and Twist, as soon as they've started going aggressive into mid, they're getting at least 2 kills from it. So I want to see that again, but I think Heroic are going to try and counter that in the next gun round.
I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing some more flashes from Heroic, because in the round so far, I don't think they've been throwing those flashes over the top. They can be good, can be a good way of denying. Oh, those mollies are so hard to run into, but they're just going to try and run it towards cave.
Oh, and Rain is waiting.
Good awareness.
Oh, look at Karrigan. He's loving this. He's loving this mid-aggression. Gonna work out for one, but he needs to be careful. Too many Glocks around the corner. And when you commit against weaker weapons, that can sometimes happen.
You don't see too many teams going for that play as much as Karrigan has throughout this game, because it is a very high-risk, high-reward way of playing, and you can kind of see that in Karrigan's kills and deaths. He's died in pretty much every round so far.
Yeah, and I mean, you're only getting 1 kill in this kind of round. It's actually working against you, because now you're giving a rifle away to what was essentially just Glock. So, yeah, it's not a great play from Karrigan. I would like to see that be pulled back a little bit, especially because it seems like he's going around for those fights without utility, right?
Yeah.
No flashes, no help.
it's not that hard to throw a good flash over the top there either.
One
I think
thing
we
I
saw
did...
VP doing it a lot.
Yeah, VP, exactly. I was about to say that. Also, we're seeing a lot of cool boosts from VP up into that position. I think JM getting a lot of cool boosts going down. I think there's multiple ways you can play that. You don't have to commit to the angle. So VP are probably one of the better teams to look at for some of these big control strategies. Comes the play for Heroic, looking for the bomb plant. Brokey. Does he have any mercy today? He's missing a couple of shots now. Brokey's down to 1 HP. This is worrying now for Faze. They have to really get something done. Oh my god. Brokey hasn't been able to get a kill. Twist finally coming over, but no kills yet. Finally lined him up. All of Meister's come through as well. But a bomb plant here for Heroic is a win. It's a steal. And it has been stolen away. It's now down in the 1v1. They might just win the round. 7 seconds. Got to get onto the bomb, and Rain swings out from Temple.
My god, was that close. Brokey's been playing really well all day long with that really active movement style. I don't see many AWPers move as much as Brokey does, where he takes a shot, he weaves in and out, and that makes the shots look really hard to hit. And this is a round where you do see the misses. Generally, he's been consistent all day long. This is the round where he's moving in and out, struggling to hit the shots. That final fight needed to be a kill from him, but at least they don't get punished entirely. They still win the round, and here come the flashes to mid.
Yeah, it's down leading the charge in this one. Brokey's fully committed to this angle. I just don't see him getting out of this one. Oh,
He doesn't know.
Yeah, they're not going to be peeking him. And finally, Stown is going to find him. He tried to run back to safety, but Stown had already got out.
Yeah, they just didn't know Stown was so far up. The flash meant that Brokey couldn't hold the angle early. And Stown is looking hungry right now. It's only the MP9 in there. Cadian, oh, careful, Cadian. Carrigan catches him out.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Cadian. E wasn't working, finally gets it, stretches his arms out, and then Carrigan takes it away. And Stown's now going to try and avenge his fallen teammate.
He's found the gap.
He has found the gap. Oh, Tessus, what a headshot. Ram brought down. Now a 3v3, but Stown's position. Oh, Carrigan, does he check it? He does, and Carrigan wins the fight. Twist as well following up. It's all on Tessus. 1 versus 2, the bomb's being brought over to this A bomb site, but it's the risk for the site because already Faze are trying to get over here in time. Oh, Tessus. Carrigan could spam this, but he's going to use the advantage of the player count. Carrigan gets a wide angle. Really well played from Carrigan. And a sigh of relief because this round was a close one. What a round from Carrigan.
Just asking for where the AKs are, I assume. Or maybe an AWP.
Yeah, there's an AWP top middle.
Yeah, you got it.
Secondary one.
Got it. I like where Tess is planted there. Just slightly away from the box means if anyone tries to spam, he would be okay. But Carrigan didn't go for the spam play. Instead, knew he could walk out to the side. Good decision from Carrigan.
Yeah, it feels like Heroic really understand the limits of the bomb sites. You know, in terms of Shush over on the B side and pulling off that close plant towards Cave, and then that feels like a very good plant spot.
That's a last-second call from Heroic, but it is the full buy. 2 of the players had already half-bought to Mac 10s. So this looked like a very last-second call. They get a couple of AKs and a fast mid play.
Oh, Carrigan's waiting for it. Donut.
We cannot remain indifferent to this situation without...
There was absolutely no way Carrigan goes down that.
That's a flash he threw from B too.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Just a little gap I think you can throw over from mid through the skybox, and now Brokey is stuck in Temple. He's happy enough choosing this position. Very strong to just take one and use the cover, but the boost, he spots it. An arm of Tessus, and the kill comes through. Brokey changing up his position, very dynamic and lively as an AWPer.
It's fun to watch how active Brokey is with that AWP. Just always moving, always switching up his positions. Hard to read. Cadian, this isn't a bad spot for the league.
Yeah, but Rain's crouched. Oh, Rain is just crouched, and that angle is just hard to predict. Because of that, Rain gets an extra second to react, and the kill goes through. It's just Stown left alone now. Coming out of middle, AK-47 and Carrigan. Big swing from him, another 3K, back-to-back 3Ks, and every round Carrigan wins, it seems to be like, it's just a relief, a weight off his shoulders. He lies back in his chair and just takes a big, deep breath. 6-6, we're tied up here. As much as I was expecting Heroic to be favorites, I was really expecting a better T side, you know, in terms of the performance, the round wins. I was expecting much more out of it, but Faze are doing a really good job individually. And I think Carrigan's probably one of the best in-game leaders at being able to adapt in the mid-round, right? And the solutions he's been able to find for the CT side has been really cool so far.
I'm somewhat surprised we don't see Heroic go for more of these B-sided plays. It seems like a lot of the top Ancient teams have been trying to exploit that B site a lot, and Heroic have been going for many mid plays, many A splits. Faze are also making it difficult for Heroic because they're challenging a lot of spots that I think other teams might not challenge them in. So they're going for mid fights. They're going for these more aggressive plays on the CT side. That means maybe Heroic just aren't used to playing against this style of CT setup.
Yeah, this mid control is just relentless from Carrigan. As much as we've been saying, maybe going up on that ledge every round isn't the best call, but the thing is, for Heroic, you can't really comfortably execute into the B site if you're being pushed from mid and being pushed from cave. You need that control first. And in general, Faze have been at least winning a couple of those battles. So you can't go for those. And they've missed the smoke, I think. I believe Heroic just missed one, but it should be okay. I feel it went just over.
Oh, they have got that smoke landed in Donut. Olaf was thinking about the rotate, but they call it off after they don't see any commitment behind the smoke, and now 2 more smokes at the ready for the A play.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult for Broky. He has got some cover, but the flashes are so good. They're completely neutralizing him right now, and now Rifles run him down. Broky's got one quick shot, but Cadian quickly with the reply. Temple again for Olaf Meister. He better pray that he doesn't take everybody down. He's going for shots. Flick up on a test. There's another one. It's a headshot this time from Olaf Meister. Down and Cadian looking to claw their way through the round for Heroic. They're holding for the CT offensive. And Cadian's got a close angle. It's difficult with the AWP here, especially if a rifle's about to come into him. And Rain is down to the timing. Cadian's looking the wrong way, and he's got a kill from it. Rain's able to find the headshot. It's all on down. He's got one. Now 2 to remain. The smoke keeping him alive for the meantime. The CTs have not gone through it. And finally, Olaf with the no-scope to the head. The defuse starting to come through for Faze. And they're now into the lead here on Ancient.
I was about to say that Olaf was praying to the CS gods in Temple, but then you remember, Olaf was one of the CS gods back in the day. So he prayed to himself, and the prayer was answered by himself as he hits these shots. That's a sick flick up to the face, and then the no-scope in from behind. Get out of town.
7-6 for Faze into the lead. And let's see if they can hold it, because Heroic are coming back with another buy. That A site seems to be seeing a lot more action from Heroic. We'll see if this B site is going to finally get something. They've got to get through the cave, though, and I feel like Faze have been dominating that.
I got 2 players in here in this round. And that previous round is one where you do pretty well on the initial A play. You kill Broky quite quickly there on the trade. So if that round's not working for Heroic, then I can't see those A plays being too successful long term.
I think sort of rotations, once the CTs get over, they just have so many strong spots to play from, and you don't really have a comfortable plant spot on the T side.
As Olaf showed us with that excellent play from the Temple.
Yeah.
Such a strong spot.
I don't know how we're going to see teams counter that, but I guess we get to find out in a couple of months' time.
How do you think teams counter this? Double cave setup?
Yeah, just re-smoking that one spot. You're just stuck in Jaiguar as the T side, and we're now under a minute. Carrigan just spotted the back of Cadian, but he hasn't been able to take the kill. He does land one shot, just drops back, doesn't stick around. That's information, though. Like a Faze setup right now. It is strong. You gotta get some B ramp aggression. I think you gotta split this B side. If you all come through cave right now, this is just going to end in misery.
Oh, the nade. Not gonna do too much, but they've been stalled here. 30 seconds left. Oh,
Carrigan's doing it again. He's in behind them. Oh, Carrigan, there we go. Cleans them up. The cleaner strikes again. And now Refresh, he gets one. He's going back in for a little bit more, but Rin is there. It's just Shush, and that is exactly the round you need if you're Faze Clan. You slow them down. They don't have any control. And then Carrigan's flank, they just come in. They're fully distracted about deciding, okay, we have to go for this B hit now. We have to figure out how we're going to get through cave. And just as they're coming up with solutions, Carrigan's in behind them.
Heroic are finding it so hard because they're not able to get this mid control cleanly in a lot of these rounds, so they're not able to flush Carrigan out of these positions. If you could get mid control with the early smokes and maybe get a 1-for-1 trade, then you would feel much more comfortable that there wasn't going to be a flank coming in against you. But because Faze have been so strong on this mid control in so many rounds, Heroic have struggled to set up these B plays. We haven't seen many rounds that have been a proper B play so far.
they're not letting them have any early control either. Look at the utility coming in from Faze into middle, outside of B. They're keeping Heroic back. And this is what we were talking about. Everybody that was theory crafting Ancient at the beginning when this map came out considered this to be a problem. If the CTs can get that mid control and the outside B control, the Ts have nothing to work with other than outside of A. Carrigan again. Can he be the nuisance? He's playing close towards elbow. This individual performance has been insane from him, and now he's going again. This time goes down. Shush has opened up the round, and Heroic, they've got the man advantage. They desperately need that as well because their buy is just far inferior in every way.
They're running low on nades, though. So they've used so much on the mid control that, sure, you get that kill on mid, but now you don't have that ability to go for the B smokes, and you don't have B control.
Rain's getting aggressive onto the B ramp. Oh, refresh, looked the wrong way. And now they've lost the player, and now they know. Nothing's outside of B. Twist has to get ready to maybe help A, but it's likely the mid play as well. They're worried about Donut, potentially. And with all of Meister getting smoked off, I think it's pretty obvious now what Twist needs to look at. Good angle from him. He drops down and changes it up very quickly, and that allows Brokey to peek. This is just brilliant team play off of Faze as well. These CT setups are just beautiful to watch. And in the last round of the first half, as Testes looking to pull off the 1v4, he's been chunked down to 20 HP, and he's got a second kill. Flash now into CT spawn. Testes has been a beast so far in the series. This would be another highlight moment for him, and he's gone to the AWP. This might negate the problem of low health, but look at this. Peek out from Twist. Oh, it's easy. 9-6 half for Faze. What a recovery. What an adaptation. And right, 9-6 half for Faze as they go into their T side. We know their defensive half can be the strongest affair, but now we've got to see what they can do on their T side. Our Observer's been fantastic for the entire event, but Carl has to say bye after this half. We're heading into the action. Faze Clan in the lead. Heroic, they've got dual Berettas. Not just one pair, they've got two.
I love it. It's hard to play these close-range angles with the USP, so why not pull the dualies out? Unfortunately, though, they've already lost the B-bomb site.
And Olaf Meister looking for some picks down through the smoke. Nothing's coming in, though. No chances are given away. And that bomb plan, easy for FaZe Clan. Heroic have got to pull off a retake, and they haven't got a kit. They haven't got utility. I don't know why, but they've got decoys. Here they come anyway. Ran around the corner. Stu just hit the headshot, and Olaf Meister trying to hold on, but all the kills are coming in for Heroic. Every kill is theirs right now, and it's looking so good for the defense, but they've got to hold it, and Olaf Meister's done well. Double kill for him. More players still in that same position, and Carrigan continuing his solid performance. Testes no time, and Carrigan does it again. 3 kills for Carrigan. This individual performance from him is absolutely insane.
This isn't just Carrigan, Dinko. This is Carrigan. Not my best work, but you know what I mean.
Twitch chat are probably spamming that already, dude.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are.
You're at one with the Twitch chat.
And for good reason, because he is on one here on Ancient. Look at this, backing up for the second headshot. Final kill. Tension's taken away. Eventually finds the final frag. Faze managed to dodge the stack from Heroic. They dodged those dualies. Open B bomb site. Heroic made it somewhat competitive, but without the kit, the time was too far gone towards the end there. I'm not going to count out this round, though. The Deagle body shots can be especially deadly on Ancient. This is maybe the map which you can most use those Deagles in close range. It's certainly up there. So FaZe need to make sure they are methodical. They don't give away too many close range fights.
They got to clear Cubby number 1, Cubby 2, Cubby 3, Cubby 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hope you've learned those callouts at home, everybody.
Yeah. You got to know exactly where they are as well.
Of course. This is Cubby 14 that I lost him right now.
Yeah. I think it's actually Cubby 16.
Oh, sorry. Need to up my game.
Yeah. Well, you haven't been able to play counter. I'll forgive you, Hawker. Testes, under pressure. He's down to 23 HP, and oh, okay, Carrigan through the smoke eliminates him. So no HP for Testes. He's not allowed any mercy before Carrigan, and Testes trying to. Oh, should I say? Twist is trying to get something in towards middle. Gideon is just sitting back right now. Heroic are really playing the patient game right now, hoping that FaZe walk into them and they can create some sort of chaos, but I think right now FaZe are feeling pretty comfortable about this one. Rain's going to run in with a Mac 10. Down is hit a blinding headshot, but Twist has come in with one of his own. So 4v3, bomb down for FaZe Clan. Refresh Gideon and Shush. They're going for this. They're going to try and do as much damage as they can. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull out the round window, but they are close inside default. There's a double stack here, and Twist is just hitting headshots. Finally, his back shows. Brokey's there, remember, with the Mac 10 and Carrigan as well. Now just Kadian left alone, and Brokey's come out with a Mac 10. So Kadian tries his best, but Carrigan continues to take them down. 2 extra kills for him. 21 and 12, 118, now 127 ADR. And 11-6 on the board. FaZe Clan looking good at the start of their T side. For Heroic, no money here, so it's likely 12 rounds for FaZe Clan, which means these gun rounds for Heroic are going to be incredibly important.
I feel like those ADR numbers might be wrong, considering Twist. But you know what? We'll just pretend that Carrigan has 127 ADR for now. We'll just go with it, because he's been playing well. He deserves it. Nice read from FaZe in that round, though. I really like that they went back to B. They slowed it down because it felt like the round was about to get quite chaotic. So they just go back, and this is going to be chaos.
Oh, Rin. Oh, that's a lovely, lucky lineup. Now the A-Flight. Shush goes down as well. It's Brokey just looking for him with the AK. Lovely shot. Heroic, well, nothing of value. They kind of run around with the USPs, and FaZe Clan are now up to 12. As predicted. I think that's probably the safest round you could predict. And Rain's going to make more money. Kadian left. He just sent his teammate off to die. And Kadian's going to just hide away, finally. Looking for some kills. He was hoping someone would hunt him down, but he's nothing of value here. So FaZe Clan have no reason to do so.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by FaZe's performance here on Ancient. I do feel like they've come with something slightly different to a lot of other teams.
Yeah.
Cadian's trying to do what he can, but no way in here.
I wonder if that's just Carrigan's ideology in terms of how to play this.
He's come up with some new things on a lot of maps. He's absolutely changed the meta on maps before. Remember on Train, he used to just run out Teak on every round, and teams couldn't counter him. I know on Inferno, he was the first player that I saw throwing the half-wall smoke on Banana on T side, where you bounce it back and you can flash through it. It means the mollies can't go up on Banana. So he's the kind of player who will think about a map in his own way. I don't think he'll take influence from all the other teams, which a lot of the other squads are doing right now.
And if you're doing that, then the obvious counter is going to work for Carrigan, because that mid-control, which is something that they couldn't deal with over on Heroic's T side. Kadian's going to try some mid-control of his own. He's got aggressive, but on the other side of it is Olafmeister and Twist, and Kadian's going to touch that fire, so they know he's there, and Twist with a headshot. He's so quick to react to these.
That's a brilliant shot. Even if you know someone's that close range, it's still hard to land that reaction shot at times. Have to counter-strafe so quickly to get that kill. And now the response from Heroic is some B aggression, but that leaves them so far removed from this A site. Shush currently alone, but they've got that B kill. Now they may rotate in time.
That's huge and Testis. A really aggressive play needed to come through. Smoke's gone down onto Shush to eliminate his position. So they're trying to make sure that they get on with 4 players and they get into the post plant with 4 players still alive right now. But Shush is going to create problems. Refresh following up on that as well. And Twist and Brokey, Khalil and AK. Can they be the dynamic duo needed to win the round? Brokey has the bomb. Brokey has the bomb, and he's going into Temple to take some fights, forcing them back. Now Twist looking to cover him up. It's down. Here he comes. Headshot in. And Twist spotted as well. Down cleans up the final 2 kills. And Heroic, even though they get off to a pretty bad start in terms of losing the first player, it's those aggressive plays that I feel like are going to work out for Heroic. They do this on Mirage, and now they're doing it on Ancient.
See a small bit of relief there for Stown as he comes in with those 2 kills on the flank, but they've got to keep themselves focused. They have to stay in the trenches here because FaZe have another buy full of AKs on that T side. Heroic still in a position where 1 round loss could put them down into a really bad spot here. They haven't left themselves with much room for error. They are also focusing heavy on this mid-control.
Look how much utility is being used up for both teams at the start of this round. Just mollies and nades and itchies going on in, but there's Refresh, peeks out, just about gets away with 1 there. I thought nearly a second there, but Twist gets the reply. Oh, it's so close to being an absolute devastating round, but Tess says he's in behind. Brokey seems to be aware. Brokey seems to be ready. Twist is there as well. Should be 1, and there we go. Brokey takes him down. Grid awareness, and that could have really turned the tide of the round.
And now they get that kill on the B player. They're assuming Heroic will rotate back to B, so they're going to hang out around this A site and see if they can make this work. Stown's going aggressive, though, and Raid ready and waiting. Another kill for FaZe. If they go into this A site, maybe Heroic have a chance, but even then, slim at best. Oh, and they may go back B now.
Yeah, it looks like they are going back B. It's down into this play from Rain. He's just waiting, and now mid-control taken for Faze with 30 seconds left. They've got to go into the B site.
Especially when you have those two smokes, you feel much more comfortable if you can smoke those two back square positions.
Yeah. Right now, it is empty of heroic players, so we'll see a nice passive round. No one's really having many issues here for Faze, so ball plant will go down. That is going to be 13 rounds now locked in for Faze. And you said that heroic, yes, with a great round in the previous, but the issue does become you have to focus up for the next round again because Faze are going to get that buy-in. And heroic have not been able to double up. And you take a look at the money, it's not great for the CT side. And that gives Faze an opportunity for 14 rounds. And I really feel that Faze should be able to barrel into 2 more. This is looking really good for Faze Clan. They're looking like they're ready to progress into the next stage here at IEM Cologne, which I don't think anybody was thinking, really.
What a story this could be. Olaf back at the top level of CS. I'm all here for it, man. He's been playing well all tournament long.
It's been insane. It's been insane. And I mean, from a period of online play, all the hype coming out of that Blast final group, right? We had Olaf retiring or taking a break, and then Karrigan coming in, everybody was hyped as hell to see what Faze could do, and they were just disappointing, right? They just didn't do anything. And now they're back on land. This is what we expected. This is the Faze we wanted to click immediately that just didn't come through. And now they're here to play.
Dude, Olaf on Faze is like the classic cop movie where they're like, all right, we'll call him up for one more job, one more time, we'll bring him back into the lineup, and he's brought them back from the dead.
Olaf's just like lumberjacking. He's just retired, just cracking some wood open with an axe, and then suddenly he just sees a guy in a suit. It's Karrigan just sitting there.
Karrigan's like, Olaf, no one does it like you, man. We need you back.
The Brazilian guy, he's gone. He's gone. Need some Swedes in here.
We need the Swedish lifeblood. He's back on the server.
Viking prowess. Let's go. 13-7 into a very important round here for Heroic. 3 rifles in play. Well, 3 premium rifles. You can count the FAMAS, I guess. That's more of a kid's gun. We'll see if Shush can make it work.
Smoke for Cadian. Has to be timed well because Faze are on the other side. Rotate is starting to arrive. Preemptive smoke from Cadian. He has to get a kill here.
Oh, he's got 1. Not only has he got 1, he's got 2 in the bomb. And he will burn away in his teammate's Molotov, but Shush makes up for it. He's got another chance here, and Shush has silenced the attack.
I think there may have been a team flash for Faze. I didn't see how, but the second player was blind when he died. That there was no flash assist on the kill feed. So maybe it was his self-flash? I don't even know.
But for Faze, that's a golden opportunity as well now gone, right? This gives Heroic a big chance back into it. And those A plays, I'm never a fan of just going straight into those A plays. I don't see them work anywhere near as much as they should, but the amount of times we see it come through.
I've maybe seen it work twice.
Yeah.
I can think of.
Because you're all coming in from the same choke point. You can't, it's like Dust 2, but there's more positions to choose as CTs.
I can understand it slightly more in this round, just because you think there's no AWP for Heroic, probably. But that just means Cadian uses his nades early instead of having the AWP hold the angle.
Yeah. And then you can just drop back and not commit through the smoke. That's also a possibility. But Brokey,
they're just not giving him anything.
Yeah, not giving him a chance. They can't afford to, right? They can't afford to rebuy and rebuy, so keep 4 players alive. This is the best case scenario for Heroic, right? Cadian overperforms, gets a double kill here. Its flash coming over the top was a team flash. I caught Twist that. And then a team Molotov kills Cadian. So, pretty bad round. But in the most part, Heroic could be very happy about it. So, 13-8, 3 rounds away from victory here at Faze. But they're on their final purchase, really. And the same can be said for a lot of Heroic.
Important round here. If Faze win this one, they could get closer to victory. They could force Heroic back down to that poor position. But if Heroic win it, then we have a game on our hands. Taz's playing up close, looking for that advanced information on B. He's got the AWP of Cadian alongside him, but you have to assume those positions will be smoked if the B play were to come through. As it stands, the bomb's been left behind, and Stoun's been caught out early.
Olaf didn't get the kill in towards A, he just got mullied off, so good job from Shush just to stay alive there. If Olaf, I thought Olaf was about to catch the timing because Shush was holding a Molotov into his hand. If Olaf just swings wide, he could have got a headshot there as well, and that could have been a simultaneous 2K across the board for Faze, but Gideon, dancing with death, gets out of there.
It's so nice having Tessus in this advanced angle so that Cadian could stay in cave, but he's actually now rotating away from B. Tessus is being left on an island here on this B site. No one here to help, and cave's wide open right now. He's got to be concerned about that.
Yeah, let's see if he can pull a Captain Jack Sparrow and find his way off the island. He's got himself a smoke at the ready to try and delay the attack. As Faze getting ready to come on through with Twist at the front of the charge. Tessus just has a smoke. It's not the best piece of utility to delay. We'd love a Molotov here, but smoke goes down. Twist, there we go. Just doesn't care about it. He's gonna go right through in, right into Tessus. He switches out to another AK and goes back in again. Finally, Olaf takes him down. It's a 4v3 for Faze Clan, but they've got the site.
Oh, I don't see a way back in for Heroic unless they land a lucky shot, and you see Cadian desperately searching for that, but they've given up on it.
Yeah, this one is a done deal. Tessus tried to play a bit of gun game inside of the smoke, switching out the AK instead of, I don't know what was going on there, but decided to pick it up and couldn't quite find the follow-up.
Turns out Tessus isn't quite Johnny Depp.
Well, Faze Clan. Well, he was a bit of Edward Scissorhands dropping the weapon.
Sure.
Couldn't quite keep a grasp
yeah,
on
just
it.
the wrong movie, sadly. 14-8 for Faze. Really hard spot for Tessus. He was probably getting flanked from cave anyway, so he has to kind of just dive into that smoke. And at that point, Faze are going to be aware of it, so they just start spamming. Tessus just had to try and survive as long as possible. Heroic were hoping they could get the right read after seeing some prior A plays, but Faze finally commit to B. Thankfully for Heroic, they were able to save their guns. So it's not game over. It's not the end of the world, but it's a round they could really do with winning. 14-8 in favor of Faze, who have impressed us all with their ancient play. Shush in an aggressive angle. This is one of those cubbies we were talking about. I don't know if Olaf will be ready for him here. Oh, Rain got a kill on B, though.
And Shush is holding for the angle. Olaf walks into him, but Shush able to pick it up. Twist come in with a headshot. 3v4 favoring Faze Clan, but is pulled back again. Shush is just staying in the same corner. Finally, the Molotov goes into the open, and Brokey is very quick to get that shot. So 3 versus 2. It is Faze Clan with the advantage, and the play from Rin has allowed the B site to be theirs. He's got over here. He could cut off the rotation of Refresh as well.
Cadian beat the smoke, though, so they know it's a B play.
Oh, well, Refresh has to be aware of this close angle. I don't think he's really looking for it, but finally he will realize Rain is here. And oh, Rain, what a headshot. Cadian now left alone, and he hasn't had the best performance individually. I don't see the 1v3 happening here for Cadian. It's probably just best to save the weapon here. Look at the money.
Oh, you just saw Cadian have a little look and say, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
I don't know if he goes for it.
No, I think it's probably better to have the open. The next one, try play for OT. It's a real downtime right now for Heroic. Because what can you really do here? Faze Clan are making all the right calls. Cadian now looking for the flank up. Brokey! And Cadian will find him. Flashed at the ready. He's got to move quickly because he took so long to get here. He didn't want to walk through the water. And Cadian now running through the site. Rain's out to the right side, but this time is ticking. He's got a smoke, but he hasn't been able to throw it down. The time just limiting, and that's a headshot for Rain. It's awful. It's absolutely awful that you have to shift walk the whole way through that water through T-spawn, because it just eliminates any shot he has at winning the clutch.
I think that's what Cadian was getting a bit peeved off about there. He wanted to give it a go. He knew he could have a chance in the clutch. We've seen Cadian do crazy things. What? That's the kill from Rain! That's the opening kill on B that opened up the whole round. Oh well, my God.
Poor Tessus. Not much you can do about that.
Hey, FaZe have been doing their homework, though, if they've got lineups like that.
Yeah, they've been playing ancient. They've been a sleeper team. Imagine just sandbagging the whole online era so they can come and win Cologne. It's amazing.
Smoke from Cadian, peek from Carrigan. Somehow he's not taken much damage there from the MP9. The SMGs have to save the day for Heroic. It's all or nothing with the MP9s in this round. They've gone aggressive to try and make it work. Rain has been forced back so they can stack that A site. And right now, FaZe may fall for this.
They might, but Olaf Meister, he's still at the front. He could get the kill here on Tessus. Although utility, that's it. He might just buy a lot of time. Gone down to hold them back. Olaf Meister has got a Molotov in hand as well. They've got utility here, Faze. I don't know if they commit to it because it looks like they're about to take mid control. And Heroic have got 3 players in here and a 4th that can quickly help out from ledge. And Twist has run out with a headshot. They've fallen back. They're not fighting him together. And finally they will. Kadian goes around the corner. A second kill from Kadian. The MP9 delivering. But now here comes the A play. Tessus is under so much pressure and he will fall. 3v3. FaZe Clan throw the utility into the donut. And now they take the site.
They're so far away, they don't have the kit. They really want to deny, but Carrigan gets the bomb down and gets away on a slither of health.
Tournament life on the line here for Heroic. Just a few more seconds in FaZe Clan. In this current situation, we'll be heading through to the playoffs. Heroic look to try and take them down. From an online turbulent time for FaZe, unable to get results against top teams. They now just a couple of kills away, but they're a player down. And Olaf Meister lines them up. Back out of retirement into the server, and now just a moment away from the playoffs of Cologne, but it's all being stolen away from them. The defuse through the smoke. Down sticks the defuse, and it's 9 rounds for Heroic. It's not done yet.
You can't count your chickens before they've hatched, but it looked like FaZe had it there. It looked like they had it. They don't find the spray through the smoke. Stown just realizes, I have to do it. I have to just stick it. I have to just leave it in their hands.
It's the only option available at that point. That's the only way I see him winning the round. And he does it. He just sticks the defuse.
Well, Heroic still aren't in the best spot. It's still not a perfect buy, but they have life. That's all you can ask for out of that round. Cadian's gone glass cannon with the orbs. Stown was able to get an M4 into this one, but FaZe still have the full buy, and here comes the aggression again. This time, Stown gets caught.
Yes, Carrigan getting another opening, continuing his good performance. He has quietened down a little bit, but the rest of his teammates have certainly shown up. And for the game that's been calling, it's been great from Carrigan. Rain, though, he has been such a difference maker. So many rounds for FaZe. Can he do it again? Looking towards Jaguar. That's going to keep Kadian out of play. Twist has got into mid. This is a really good setup right now because they've isolated the rotations. There's 3 players still towards this side of the map on B for Heroic, so if FaZe do commit into the B side, which looks pretty likely right now, this is the best chance for Heroic to stay alive again.
FaZe don't need to commit to anything, though.
No.
I would love for them to just fake something out, draw a rotation, because Twist is in such a good spot. He could absolutely catch someone in transition here.
I feel like that has to be used. Either you pull him in on the flank to the B site and get him in behind, or you try and pull a rotation back to A. Twist is going to start using that utility, trying to pull them away, and Kadian is going to find a fight. He has to win it, and they've done it. Tessus and Kadian coming in with the kills, and refresh on check. Oh, Heroic, they're given another chance. And Brokey gets a headshot on the refresh, looking for the bomb plant, but Kadian's close. Oh, Brokey's come off the bomb, and he's found Kadian as well. He's now alone, though. Tessus has taken down his teammate in Twist. And Brokey punching in the digits. Fights on both sides, and Brokey's got another one. Is this how they do it? Brokey looking for the plant. He's faked again. Tessus, he's inside of cave. The fake tap again, but that's going to lose in the round, surely. Tessus swings. Brokey not able to do it. Tessus just about stays alive. And it's Heroic for the 10th round. The ball's on Brokey to go for that.
And the ball's on Tessus to jump around the corner. 1 second remaining. Oh, these rounds are coming as close as possible. And if FaZe don't close this out, you can't say they haven't had their chances. But Heroic refuse to give up, refuse to give in. This tournament's been so important for so many teams. You can't give up without putting in a good effort. And now FaZe's money is not in a good position. They could be in trouble here.
Yeah, Carrigan's just using utilities, the water boy of this round. Utility into the B side. B side executes down. Holding. Tech9's trying to wrap him on both sides. It's 1 for Twist, 1 for Rin. It's a quick play into the B side that's working out for FaZe Clan.
This could be it. Refresh trying to make something happen. Can he deny the bomb plant? He's
Another
close, but the pillar's there. He can't get the kill, and now it has to be the retake with no kit currently in play.
2 smokes have just been deployed again on both sides. Because the take was so quick, they still have utility. And Heroic is a flank kick from Karrigan coming around the backside. Unfortunately, he did have a P250. But it doesn't matter right now. Heroic starting their play. Refresh has found the first. Twist has gone down. Heroic trying to get back into the site, but the setup is so strong for FaZe Clan, and they're looking like they've done it. Just Shush, and it's FaZe Clan that moves through to the playoffs. They eliminate Heroic. It's Olaf back in the server. It's Karrigan finally getting the results he deserves, and FaZe Clan will see them progress. For Heroic, it's elimination. We'll be back after the break.